Good morning, everyone, and welcome to CanNorth College. I am Erin, and I'm delighted to have all of you here today. And now it's 11:32. Before we dive into our topic, I'd like to take a moment to express my gratitude for your attendance. Your time is valuable, and I appreciate you choosing to spend with us. In the next hour, we'll be explore the Early Childhood Assistant Program offered at our college. I promise it will be a valuable and insightful session. So before we get started, let's take a look of how today's session is organized. First, our webinar will start with a brief introduction of our college and programs by Mr. John Kalapodis, the Manager of Education. And we will, following the committee, our ECA instructor will provide a detailed instruction of the ECA program. And I, Erin, as the education counselor, I will be covering information about admission for the program and also the finance. So if you have any questions throughout the presentation, please feel free to ask them in the chat or in the Q&A session in the end of the open house. So we will do our best to address all the questions you have. Now let's welcome John.
Yeah, hello everybody. Welcome and thank you for attending, as Erin said. And I thank Erin for pronouncing my last name correctly as well. It's not always easy. So once again, my name is John Kalapodis, and I am the Manager of Education here at CanNorth College of Health, Business, and Technology. I have been here for almost about 5.5 years, actually. But my background, of course, has been education for probably around 25 years overall. I'm an English literature major from U of T, University of Toronto, and I'm also an English instructor, an IELTS and CELPIP examiner for both writing and speaking. And yeah, I've been involved in education, like I said, one way or another since 1997. Next, please. So just some brief facts about our college, CanNorth College of Health, Business, and Technology. We are accredited and a member of NACC, the National Association of Career Colleges. And we do offer practical hands-on experience and, of course, 100% placement. Our classes are modular based, which means that students can come in. Each module represents a different subject, a different topic that students will focus on with community instructor. Generally speaking, no background is necessary. And, you know, sometimes students might feel a little bit overwhelmed when they start the program. And in this case, we do offer one-on-one after-class tutoring as well. Our classes are generally short term. They take anywhere between 6 to 10 months. And there are no classes on Fridays or Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Generally speaking, we have small classes. We don't have like big lecture halls or anything like that, even when we were at the college. So classes will range between 10 and maybe 15, 18 students. They're all adults, and we do offer a very multicultural environment, just like Canada. We have students that are both Canadian, born and raised here. We have a lot of students from China. We have others from East Asia, and all over the world, essentially. And aside from ECA, Early Childhood Assistant, we also have other programs here at CanNorth College. Today, of course, we are focusing on our ECA, probably our most successful program, most popular program, but we also have other ones as well, such as CSW and DSW, which is commonly a joint diploma program. We have computerized accounting and payroll, hospitality operations, and hospitality management. And another very popular program is the PSW, personal support worker, which is very in demand right now. And of course, for students whose English level might be a little bit low, we have our very popular EPP, English Preparation Program. Now, ever since COVID, I would say around April of 2020, so it's been over 3 years now, we have been online learning, and this has a lot of benefits. You basically can study from anywhere all over the world, and this means that the tuition and other education costs are lower. A lot of students are able to work, they have employment while they study, which of course saves time, and they have the comfort of learning from their own home. So
Okay.
I think now I'm just going to hand it over to Kamini, or to Aaron, who will obviously transition into Kamini, but we'll be here for the duration. So I'll talk to you later.
Thank you, John. Thank you for introduce to the students about our college and the benefits of online learning. So before we will come to Kamini, I just want to give you a brief introduction or career description regarding the ECA. So if you want to work as a early childhood assistant, so what you gonna do or what will you do ECA? So as a early childhood assistant, you will be provide care for infants and preschool and school age children. So you will lead children's activities, help children to stimulate and develop their intellectual and physical and emotional growth and ensure their security and well-being. So you can see the screenshot from the Canadian government website for the early childhood assistant in Ontario. The prospects get 3 stars, and it's a good review as a early childhood assistant in Ontario. So since some of the local students don't need to worry about immigration to Canada through ECA program, but some of the students are concerned about after you graduate from the ECA program, your immigration path is ensured by Canadian government. They have a immigration project called Home Childcare Provider Pilot and Home Support Worker Pilot. So if you have any question regarding the immigration path from when you graduated from ECA, our counselor, me, and also my colleague Lynn will help you after the open house and trying to, based on your personal situation, to provide you a good immigration path elaboration after the open house. Okay, so the program has some differences from ECA versus ECE. So for ECA program we offer here, the length of the program will be 41 weeks, which will takes you 9.5 months to finish your study, while ECA will takes you 2 years to finish your education. So for the admission requirement part, for ECA in our school, it will be much easier. I will be elaborate the admission requirements later in this open house. But for ECE, who wants to apply for ECE needs to a IELTS 6.5 or equivalent to approve your English skill if you are an international student. So for the job opportunities, because for ECA, there will be more job opportunities from kindergarten or any school and daycare facilities. Whether if you study for ECE, there will be less jobs or more competitive to get a decent job. So what will you learn in our ECA program? So as the screen showing, there's all the modules we will be learning during our ECA program. So as I mentioned earlier, this program will be 41 weeks. So it will be 9.5 months for you to finish all the modules. So the class schedules as shown is 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. For the students enrolled in our school, you will have a student account for you. So all the tasks and assignments will be announced in your student account. So every time you will be logged into your class meeting room, click a link and Kamini will be meet you through online and to teach all the knowledge you need to know as a ECA. So our school has 1,000 hours for study, and the 520 hours will be lectures part. So the theory part will be 520 hours. After the theory part, you will be having your placements. So for the students in CanNorth College, every placement is 100% guaranteed. That means you don't have to look for a placement facility by yourself. Community and school will help you to locate you to one of our cooperated facilities like Montessori kindergarten or daycare for you to have your placement there. So after you finish the theory part, also the placement part, you will be successfully graduated as a early childhood assistant. Okay, so after I introduced the ECA program and how the class schedules look like, now let's welcome Kamini, your ECA instructor, to tell us about more of ECA and how the ECA real class look like. Let's welcome Kamini.
Thank you, Erin, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone around the world and online, to the recipients of this open house. As you can see from the picture, that's me. I'm your friendly facilitator of the knowledge as well as fun and laughter. Just picture me as your trusty sidekick, here to make your learning enjoyable and accessible to all. We have mind-bending fun quizzes and captivating experiments. We will conquer the academic challenges together. My goal is to bring the best out from each and every one of you, and also to have a positive impact on my students. I have worked with the students from around the world and simply love to connect with them. I work with a lot of creativity in my class. My interest lies in several topics which I would like to discuss with all of you, and am very happy to work with learners from any level. My class learning is fun. We do interactive lessons and it's very interesting. I also consider the opinion and also look into it. Your word matters. I give breaks in between the class so that it can help you to refresh your mind. So let's go on to the next one. Okay, now this program is Be Flexible, meaning it is very flexible, this class. We do the assignments in class. You don't have to do it the outside hours. I give you more than enough time to do your assignment in class, and we work as a group. And why we encourage students to do online? First of all, because you can be at home and you can also finish the college. You can make time for yourself. Like sometimes when I give you breaks, and sometimes when you want to do some work on your own, you want to do some reading on your own, you can also take short breaks by doing household chores, TV shows, and your mind and body will get refreshed. But during my class, we do yoga, we do face yoga, we do dance exercise, we do belly dancing, we do everything just to keep you going. And don't give up because this college is only a temporary situation. You gain more afterwards. Going to college with kids running around the house is hard, but I will teach you and you will find out how you learn best. And you also, from this program, you will find creative ways to keep your kids busy. Know and learn when to take a break. That is most important because sometimes when you work on something, you need to get a 5 minutes or 10 minutes break. And then when you come back, trust me, you'll be able to do better. And once you finish an assignment, once you finish a module, celebrate your achievement because celebrating these milestones of progress will give you a boost that pushes you along towards earning that diploma at the end. Don't let that mom guilt seep in because you think you're a mother, okay, I might not be looking after my children. I'm spending too much time for myself. No, because what happens, you are actually working towards an honorable goal that will set a great example to your children. At CanNorth College, we make ECA class feel like a family. We support each other. Sometimes it can be hard, but we are all there to help one another. So as you can see from the photos, we do a lot of activities online. We do musical experiments, we do concerts, we have just recently we had a hair crazy day. So we do all kinds of activities other than teaching this program. Okay. Why we are doing placement? Because first and foremost, we need to assess the work environment. We need to know what to do in a work environment. So you will know how to work with the team. And you will also have a chance to develop your interpersonal skills. And you also will be having chats with your staff, with the parents, with the children, and you'll be talking about the current development. And then when you do a good job at your placements, most of my students, they actually got a job offer while they're doing their placements. So these are the places that I will send you. Well, I'll give you two choices. You can either find out a placement and then I will do the rest of the day. Like I will start calling them and asking them whether they'll be able to taking my students. Normally what I do is that I encourage my students to do the placement near the home so it will be easier. And I hope that you all are ready for an adventurous adventure filled with academic rhyme because I am truly thrilled to be your guide on this learning expedition. Thank you.
Thank you, Kamini, for the detailed elaboration. I think all the students here are having fun with Kamini, and she's a really good instructor. Okay, so after we meet our instructor and also our education manager, and now it's the time for us to know the admission requirements regarding our college. So for students who has a Ontario Secondary School diploma or equivalent, the only thing you need to do is we need a scanned document for your enrollment. So you will be at least 18 years old or older to get our admission. And also you need to pass a entrance test for every student who wants to enroll in our school. So the entrance test will be elaborated after the open house when you talk to our counselors. So no worry regarding you don't have the information for the entrance test. Okay, for students who needs to be have some English improved program, so no worries, we got your back. So for students who are international students, we require you to provide us a English proficiency score. So if you don't have sorts of English proficiency test score, we will ask you to attend the EPP, which is a English preparation program offered by our school. If you successfully passing this English preparation program, you'll be able to enroll in our school as well. So after knowing all the admission requirements of our school, so if you're still not sure about ECA, so you don't know if you want to attend this program or not. There is another solution for you if you want to have the core knowledge regarding the ECA. So there's a program called Fundamentals of Canadian Child Care Provider Certificate Program. What we offered is we offer 3 modules that are the core knowledge you need to know as a early childhood assistant for you to see if you still want to pursue a ECA career path. So the module will be 2 weeks to 3 weeks, which your learning time will be 40 hours to 60 hours. And also our next start date will be November 28th, 2023. So it will be like 2 months later. And our class schedule will be same as the program schedule, which is Monday to Thursday, 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. So our delivery format will be same as the ECA full program. It will be online and you will interact with your instructor as well. So for the 40 hours and 60 hours module fee, it will be showing on the PPT you are looking right now. So if you're not sure whether you need to attend the whole program, you can have the module certificate program first. If after you learning the module certificate program and you think ECA is a great path for you, we can also enroll you into the ECA program. So you get your 1-year diploma after having the full program completed. Okay, after knowing the certificate program, let's move on to the finance. So for the finance, lots of students has financial concern. So what we are doing is there is a government-raised fundamental finance support program called Better Job Ontario. So this is a financial support for Ontario residents to get skill training and financial support up to $28,000. So it will covers your tuition, books, and other instructional costs, transportation costs, and also the basic living allowance. So if you are concerning about your finance and need the financial support, you can consult with our education counselor after this open house. Our counselors and my colleagues and me will assist you to arrange and to see if you are qualified for the Better Job Ontario to help you start the learning of our school and also don't have the finance burden with you. So after we discussed the program, and also you met the education manager in CanNorth and also the instructor committee for the ECA program. Any questions before we end today's open house? You can raise your hand, use the raise function button in your screen, and I will allow you to turn on your mic for any questions. You can also use the chat function there to type in your question if you're like a little bit shy to talk out loud. Any questions? Yes, I have one student called YG. Go ahead. You can choose unmute your mic, then you can talk, we can listen. You need to click on the mic button to unmute yourself. Can talk? Okay, you can use the chat to ask question because I have allowed your mic.
Okay, I think I can talk right now because I saw it's like a 480 hours placement. So
Yes.
I want to know the placements with pay or just unpaid.
So for the placement, because is part of our study, so the placement will be unpaid.
Okay.
So afterwards, if you get the return offer from your employer, so it would definitely be paid at that time after you graduate.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
Okay, I'd like to add something to this, Erin.
Yes.
Okay, sometimes they might ask you to work as a supply, and as long as you get the correct police check, you're allowed to work, right? And if you have your correct documents in order, then it shouldn't be a problem. As I said, sometimes they even got offers during their placements too. So that all can be arranged within the supervisor and myself. Okay, and normally what I do, you have to let me know if you want to look for a job. I will try and locate a place where you can do your placement where there will be job offers. Okay.
Thank you for coming in for the add-on. Okay, any question from YG? Any more questions? Okay, okay, YG has no questions. Okay, anybody else need to ask about the program or ask about anything regarding to the ECA? You can put all your questions in the chat, or you can raise your hand and I will unmute your mic. Okay, Cindy. Let me unmute your mic first. Just one moment. Okay. Cindy, click on the mic icon and you can speak now.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Cindy.
Yeah, I have a question regarding the job searching after the placement. So
Okay.
based on your previous, experiences, that after we finish the program of ECA,
Yes.
So how, I mean, the percentage or the ratio for the, I mean, the students or the, I mean, how much percentage did they get the job in the market?
Okay, that's a great questions. Okay, I will elaborate
Can
a
I
little bit.
answer that?
Yes, sure. Go ahead, Kamini.
Okay. Actually, when you want to do your job search, we have John, our manager, to check on your resume so we can put in the placement experiences, the whichever childcare experiences that you have. And as I said before, that most of my students, they do well during the placement, and most of them have job offers line up. And if you're seriously looking into getting a job, so just let me know, and I can hook you up to some centers where they're actually looking for potential candidates. And we do receive calls from some childcare centers that they are looking for potential candidates for the job.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, Cindy.
Yes.
So I have
Thank you.
another questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after we finish this program for ECA, I mean that I mean, does your college still provide other further education for the EC, just like ECE program or something?
I can suggest you, but right now we only do the ECA, but I can suggest you to some places where you can, looking at how you perform in the classes and looking at how you perform during your placement, I can give you some advice whether you want to do the childcare either in Montessori or just regular childcare centers. So I can give you advice on that, and there are a couple of colleges available for that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Kamini, for all the detailed information. Okay. Okay, so any other questions regarding the program? And if you want to ask any questions to Kamini or to me, any questions?
So I have another question.
Sure, go ahead, Cindy.
So I mean that personally, I feel that it's a good thing for the candidate. We have opportunity to get together in person. I mean, so my question is that for the theory part, so all the classes are online, or you can still organize some kind of I mean, in person, person to person meet that we can meet with our instructor in person. We can talk. I mean,
Yeah, sure. I think Kamini is ready for your question.
I am, yeah. The theory classes are all online, but I do come on Fridays to meet some of the students. So if
Okay.
you do want to meet me, just let me know. We can meet anytime from Monday to Friday, because sometimes I can come and do my work here and then I can meet you in person too. So I don't see that's a problem too.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Kamini. Thank you, Cindy. Okay, any other questions?
By the way, I just want to jump in here quickly and say that I noticed that the level of English speaking fluency is very high among at least the two participants that have spoken and have asked some questions. And that's really good because it'll enable you to follow the classes very easily and also excel at your placement location later on. So if anybody else wants to chime in and has any questions, please feel free so I can hear you speak as well.
Yes, John is the English examiner. So if anybody wants to open your mic in for the questions, please go ahead and raise your hand and I will turn on your mic.
Okay, there's one more thing that I like to add on too. This ECA program, although it's a short program, it will actually let you know whether you want to continue this further. You can also work as an ECA because there's some students who just want to do ECA and they don't want to continue further, which is fine, but you have to just look for a place where They give you raise every year, and they have benefits. Maybe you want to look for a better place, right? So and also, so when I teach you, then I can look at you as a whole and give you some advice whether you want to go into Montessori or you want to go into ECE. So I can let you know what you can do after that. Okay, and also I like to welcome Nuridini Musa to just join in. So welcome to the program, to the open house.
Okay.
Thank
Hi.
you. I'm very sorry for my lateness. I was at work and then just closed. So I'm very sorry
Okay.
once again.
Okay, so no worry if you're missing some parts from the open house. We will have our open house recording ready. So if you want to like review all the information during the open house, we will send you a link through email. So if you miss some parts, you can use the link to review all the information. And also one of our counselor will be contacting with you. So if you have any questions for our school regarding our program, you will always have the chance to talk directly to one of our colleagues here. Okay. So
Okay, yeah, thank you.
no problem. So yeah, we can still having the Q&A time, but there's one thing I need to mention. Don't forget to screenshot a open house screenshot and send it to
Erin?
our
Sorry,
yes.
Erin. I think
Yes.
YG has a question. That's why she raised her
Okay.
hand.
Oh,
Sorry
I
to
meant
interrupt you.
Yeah, so
No.
sorry to interrupt you
That's
because
okay.
I just like found one more question. Can I ask one more
Sure,
question?
go ahead.
Go ahead. Go
Because
ahead.
I think you guys mentioned about the government financial support. So
Yes.
for those, do I need to apply by myself or the college or someone like a instructor or
Yeah.
someone can apply for me or
Yeah,
how
great
that
question.
works?
Yeah, I think the question is for me. Okay. So all the counselor from our school, like I said, will reach you out. One of them will reach you out after the open house. If you are interested in the BJL and we can like pre-qualified to see if you are qualified as a candidate, apply for BJL. So for BJL itself, it's a Ontario government funding. So we will arrange you to one of the counselor of Ontario Authorized Employment Center to apply your BJO. But for the pre-qualified part, we can definitely, our education counselor will help you to see if you are pre-qualified. If you are, we will arrange a employment center to contact you and to see the further application for BJL. So
Okay.
yes.
Sorry for the interruption. I think that
Yes,
I have
no worries.
talked. I think I have I mean, the same question with this guest. I think
YG?
that I
Yes.
have YG. I think that I have asked ever this question before.
Yes.
I remember you told me at least the whole process of starting from submit the application, then
Yes.
get approved. So the whole process will be approximately around at least 3 months up to half a year. So it's
Yes.
really a long process.
Yeah, it's a long process.
It's a long process. So I remember that last time, based on our conversation, you suggest us, we cannot apply for OSAP if the Better Job Ontario takes too long time. So seems that financial aid is it's a little bit far from us.
Yes, it's a great question, Cindy. Actually, like Cindy mentioned, because Better Job Ontario is not funded from our school, it's funded from the province. So it will be take a longer time for you to get your financial. But what our school will do during your application towards your finance funding, what we'll do is, because we do the rolling enrollment, what does it mean is all the modules are individual modules. So that means we will have a new module every month started. That means you have the chance to enroll every month because we have 1 day or 2 days intake open every month. So during your after your fund has been approved and you get your fund, we can enroll you the earliest open for you to register in our school. So we will provide all the documentations or all the materials you need for your financial fund application. This process easier or shorter from our side, but it really depends on like your application or your information or documentations submitted to Ontario Employment Center. So I would say, yeah, it's a long process, but the school and also the application is temporary. And after you get your knowledge and also your practical experience, it will be much easier afterwards. So that's my answers towards seeing these questions. So
Okay, thank you.
no problem. Any other questions? Okay, I will finish the things.
Erin, welcome,
Yeah.
Diana. You have anything to ask us? Diana, I know you just came in.
Okay, Diana, nice to meet you. I'm the counselor of the CanNorth College, and I know you missed almost the whole the open house, but no worry, you will be receiving a email. Yes, Diana, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Hello.
Yes, go ahead, Diana. If you have any questions.
Okay. No, I just joined, so I don't know
Yeah,
what
okay.
the discussion.
Yeah. Yes, no worry, because we will be sending you the open house recording through your email. So all the information you missed, you can watch the recording to get more information, okay? So
Okay.
before I let everybody go, I need to announce there's a $200 incentive for everyone who screenshot that show you're in the seminar. And if you register the ECA program within 2 weeks, we will put your $200 towards your tuition. So don't forget to screenshot this moment and you will get a $200 incentive. Okay? Any questions?
Okay.
Any questions for me and for Kamini or for John? Any question is welcome. So please raise your hand. I will allow your mic. And or if you're too shy to talk, you can put your question in the chat. Any questions before we end our open house today?
Hi, Diana.
Hi.
I'm the ECA instructor, just to let you know.
Okay. I want to listen to the audio you sent me through my email. So after listening to it, then I will send any question I want to ask.
Sure.
Yes,
no problem.
After you watch the recording, there will be one of our education counselor to reach out to you. So if you have any questions, you can like have a person to directly talk to you. Okay, Diana?
Okay.
Okay, so any other questions before we end today's meeting? And thanks to all the attendees today. Like before we leave our meeting, I hope everybody doesn't have any questions and all the information are clear for you to pursue your career path as a early childhood assistant? Okay.
Does
As
Cindy,
the yes, go ahead.
Cindy have a question?
Go ahead, Cindy.
Oh, no, no, no.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
Thank
just
you.
about you. Okay.
I think maybe I'm typing something. That's why.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, as the PowerPoint shown, our address and our operating hours are on the screen. So if you have any questions, if you don't know who your counselor is, no worry, the counselor will reach out to you because you leave all the contact information when you register for the open house. If there's no counselor contacting you, no worries. One of our colleagues in school will reach out to you and assign you a counselor. So thank you for, I would like to talk to the education counselor. Okay, YG, after the open house, your education counselor will be contacting you. So no worries. Everybody is in good hand and we will answer all the questions regarding your personal situation. Okay. Okay, Cindy. Well noted. I will definitely make a note to let the counselor contacting you. Okay, thanks for everybody joining us for the ECA program open house webinar, and hope everybody has some insightful information regarding the ECA and also our school. Thanks to John and Kamini for joining the meeting with me and with us, and hope everybody have a good day. Thank you for
Thank you.
attending.
Thank you very
Bye.
much for organizing. Bye.
Okay,
Thank you,
guys, take
Cindy.
care. Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
and have a
Thank you,
good weekend.
everyone.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye-bye.
Take care. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. You too. Bye.
Bye.